Hi, Amel carburettor monobloc from my D7 1966. Carburettor, as you can see, is relatively new, 2 to 3 years old. The history is the bike was stored in the garage for about 1.5 years, not used, and the carburettor needs a clean. So this is my video showing how simple it is to strip a monobloc carburettor. I have used various spanners and various Amel tools to release many of the nuts and bolts that you will see. But again, it's a confidence video for those people that perhaps have not tackled stripping a carburettor. So let's start. There are many places we can start, but for ease we will start in the main float chamber. All of the gaskets, all of the O-rings that you see in this video will be replaced as we rebuild the carburettor, and I'm doing this in the kitchen, and I'm blessed that I don't have anybody to tell me off for using the kitchen for such things. But I think the secret is, when you're stripping a carburettor, try to do it in as clean a place as you can, and certainly there are enough small parts to warrant getting a container to save these little parts in, very easily lost. So we've removed the float chamber end cap, although the gasket does look good, and as I said, this is a relatively new carburettor. You can see here that it's got the latest stay-up kit. They're basically puncture-proof, these floats, and there's a little slide on the end, little bush that comes off, and there you can see the Vitron tipped needle. I don't know whether you can see that on the video. If I bring it too close it will go out of focus, but again, that came out fairly easily, and as we can see, all the parts, banjo, and again you can see the I don't know if it's the right term, the red oxide fibre washer under the nut. That'll be replaced. Look at that, there's a good indication, isn't there? Don't know whether you can see it. Remove this. Can you see the I call it the top hat filter? Look at the debris that's in that filter. That's from the fuel tank. You can see all that. That certainly won't have helped. The irony is that this is the last line of defence for the carburettor. I had an Amel inline fuel filter, so it just shows you, doesn't it? Oh, blimey, that's just external debris on the carburettor, but you can certainly see it there. And what we will be doing later is actually cleaning all of these parts that I'm removing, excluding these replaceable filters, in the sonic cleaner. There we go, it's the old tickler. See the spring and the plunger for the tickler. So that's just the carburettor body that we're disassembling now. We're soon quite quickly down into nearly done. Then on the other side we've got the main jet block. What you've got to be careful here, there is an O-ring. I've seen many friends reuse these. They are a standard O-ring. You don't have to pay silly money for them, but I replace them. I use them once and once only. Here we go, main jet. A lot of people laugh. I use the Amel main jet removal tool for speed of video. I'd actually used it before the video, so there's the main jet. One thing that I have seen people do, and you certainly must avoid doing it, is actually opening up using any form of drill or anything. And indeed, I've bought fake Amel main jets before inadvertently from resellers on eBay, and now I only deal with Amel at Spitfire House for my carburettor components. There we go. I mean, I can see through that. I don't know whether you can on the video, although I'll be filming in HD. I don't know whether the camera's depth of field this close up will actually show it, but it's absolutely clear. Again, another fibre washer. Again, it'll be replaced. simply unscrewing these bits here. Again, fibre washer, if that's the right terminology. Throttle stop screw adjusts the height drop point of the slide. I've seen these mullered and abused, and I think the secret is, as you saw me there, as I realised I was using too big a screwdriver for the jet, is to actually take your time and find the right screwdriver to fit. There's nothing worse is than getting an absolute mullered end, as over the years various owners of these motorcycles just simply are too heavy-fisted with the wrong size screwdriver. But yeah, air screw again, out it comes. Don't force anything, take your time. And fortunately I've done this a few times. I'd recommend you videoing or even using your smartphone to photograph all these little parts if it's the first time you're doing it. Can be a bit daunting. We can see there's a fibre washer on the end. We will remove this with a smaller size screwdriver, and unless I'm missing anything, see a little O-ring, I'll replace that. If you look at it very closely, you can see it's actually split. When you get them, they are typically all in one piece. So there's a consumable part that's needs replacing, so I'll pop that to one side to remind me that in addition to the gasket set, I'll need an O-ring. But yeah, that's it pretty much stripped. I'll just take the jet out, and then we'll proceed to clean it in the sonic cleaner. So what I'm about to show you now is the main body. I've seen many people on the YouTube channels and various Facebook groups simply strip the body of the carburettor, removing all of the components, the jets, the float, the needles, and the end caps, and forget about the main body of the carburettor. You can simply push it through from the bottom gently. It's a tight fit, but it does come out, and then this can go in the sonic cleaner as a oneer, and it allows us to inspect the main body of the carburettor. We can see, I don't know where Mr. Spider's living, but we won't be allowing it to stay in there very much longer. But there we go. That's the 375 monoblock from Amel carburettor body stripped and ready for a quick ultrasonic clean and then reassembly. Hope you found the stripping video, is that appropriate? The disassembly of a monobloc carburettor. If you've never tackled it, carburettors were always the fear. I'd always stay away, and my friends would take my carburettors and clean them, but I watched a couple of videos on YouTube, and the 375 monobloc video on YouTube doesn't have any audio, so I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, not listening to my voice, but this is just a refresh to the video. But yeah, next we'll pop it in the ultrasonic, and I'll cover off using the ultrasonic cleaner and what I actually use inside the ultrasonic cleaner, and then the reassembly, and hopefully we can conclude with a running video of the motorcycle. Thanks for watching part 1.